Hey everybody, this is Professor Triplet, and in this first video, we are going to learn how to set up a project. This is the first thing you do before you do anything so that you can stay organized, work in a professional manner, and it'll just alleviate a lot of headaches that you might have down the road. So let's go up into our file with a new file. You don't have to have anything in there. Just go up into File and go to Project Window. Okay, so why do we do this? We set up this project so that we can move from computer to computer with our folder structure, and if we have, any kind of images or any kind of scenes, that Maya will find those because they're all set up in the projects properly. So I'm going to go ahead and hit New here. I'm going to just call this Dan's. And then I'm going to pick a place to save it. So in this case, I'll just go on my desktop. So I'm going to go here and I will just hit select. So that's going to be the directory that it will save. You'll notice this is an absolute path, meaning this is on my computer only. If you go to your computer, it's possible that you could technically have the same setup, but most likely you won't. You'll have a different name here. And so if it's looking for files in this absolute path on my computer, but you're on your computer, it won't find it. But I will show you how to alleviate that. So the first thing to do is just hit accept. And before we do that, let me just pull my little desktop folder in right here. And you'll see it's not here right now. There's only 2 folders. I'll hit accept. And then when I pop it back up, you'll see now there's that 3rd folder. Okay, so normally our Maya files are saved in the scene file. So now that this is set, if I come over here and say save as, it will automatically go to the scenes on my desktop. Okay, so we'll call this Dan's again, just really quick. And now we have a file in here. Okay, so let me go ahead and just make an object. This is a plane. I'm just gonna, actually, we can just scale it up, or we can, change the plane's dimensions if we want. Let's go ahead right here and go 1, and I'll hit tab and then 1 again. That's going to make it so there's no crosshairs in there. And then I'll make it 24 by 24. Now, I'm doing this for an illustration so you can understand how this is all going to work. I just turned off my grid there so you can see this better. Okay, I'm going to make a material on this. And so all I'm going to do is right click and hold my right click down, and I get this menu up here. And then I'm going to go to assign new material. So I'm still right clicking, I'm just holding my right click down and assign new material. And I'm going to go to Lambert. So I just picked a Lambert material. It's like a flat material. I'll name it M_, I'm going to call it Eagle because I'm going to put this eagle picture on it that I took. And in the color slot here, I'm going to hit this little checker box, and then I'm going to go right to the file right here. Just hit file. And now it's asking for a file. Like, this is the image name that it wants. So we're going to pick that. So I'm going to come into here and I'm going to go to my desktop, and I have the Eagle flight that I want to go in on my desktop, but that's actually not where I want it. So let me come back out here and show you. I want it in my source images inside of my file structure. That's where Maya by default wants to look for these folders, or sorry, these pictures. So what I'll do is I'll just click on this and hit Control X. I'll go into here and go into source images and Control V, and I'll paste it in there. Okay, so now we've pasted it in there. And so if I cancel this, if I hit this again, it should take me right into the source images, as you can see, and there's the image. So I hit OK, and we don't see anything yet because I have to hit 6 on my keyboard, which will show the textures in the viewport. So if you want to turn that off, you hit 5 and then 6 to turn it back on. Okay, so now you can see right here, it's actually not even looking at the absolute path. It's actually looking at the path that's just within the folder structure. So you don't see C so-and-so. If I was to actually go to a different image, let's say, for instance, an image that's not inside of my source images, I'll just jump around here really quick and go into my photography folder. And let's see here. Flowers. Everybody likes flowers. I probably only have raw images, so it's not seeing them. Let's go back to my eagle folder. Let's pick a good one. Oh, those are all flying ones. Okay, well, there you go. Same thing. Okay, so so now that I did not pick it from, or I didn't put it inside my path that's within the folder, you can see it's got this whole path in here. And if I was to move this to a new computer, it would still be looking for this path and it wouldn't work correctly. So again, you're going to want to get, it does know to look over here, whatever in this path, once you put it in there, but it really should just be saved over here in this. And so I'll just hit open, and now we're back to where we want to be. And so you can move it to any computer. Now there is one last step. So let me just prove how this works. I'm going to hit save. So this file is saved out, and I'm going to close Maya actually, and I'm going to go onto my desktop here, and I'm actually going to move this. I'm going to hit cut, and I'm going to put this into my documents really quick, paste. Okay, so now it only exists on my documents, no longer on the desktop. Let's go in here, and we're going to double click on that, reopen the file. Okay, so it's reopening. Give it a second here. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, we're getting a black texture here, and see how it's still looking for it on the desktop. Let's see if we can fix that. So our last step, let's go ahead and go and set the project, which is right below the project window. We'll set the project, and this time we'll go to our documents, and since it's now here, we'll just hit set, select it and set. And there you go. You can see it can find everything properly now. And, you know, it hasn't updated this, you know, but actually there you go. So if you hit reload, it'll update it. And now you don't see the relative path, or I'm sorry, you see the relative path, not the absolute path. And that's it. That's all you got to do. You know, you save the file out, and if you get to a new computer, you know, just open it up, set the project to a new folder, and you should be good to go. So that's it for this one. Just make sure you start off your projects this way so that everything will flow a lot easier, and you'll be able to move from computer to computer, and, you know, good times. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching, and have a great time modeling. Talk to you soon.